It's Kelly Marie. It's Kelly Marie. It's Kelly Marie. It's me. I miss Kelly, baby. Good morning, and thank you for joining me for another 10 minutes with Kelly. It's Kelly Marie. And I just want to say good morning on this 95th day of the journey. 5 days left. Panicked a little bit more than a little bit. But it's gonna be what it's gonna be, you know what I mean? Day 100's gonna come, day 100's gonna go, we're gonna keep it moving. You know, hopefully I will have some surprises and good stuff. Well, I definitely will have a contest for you at least. I have some questions, so that at least is going to come true. Now all of my my intro, my filmed intro, and all of my computer aided signages for Model Monday, for Warm Wednesday, and for today, Throwback Thursday. Throwback. I don't know, something like that. Like Wayne's Road. Whatever that was, I don't know. But yeah. So good morning. I had a great last night. Yeah, I had a great night last night. Who is that? I don't even know that number. I don't know that number, so I'm not answering it. I do it. Anyways, so ignoring the noise behind me, for today's Throwback Thursday, I would like to throw back to a time when people cared about each other. I feel like I may have said this, like this may have been another Throwback Thursday topic, but I don't know, maybe not. But yeah, I just want to throw back to a time when people cared a little bit more about each other, and were a little bit more involved in being with other people instead of, you know, being a part of the internet. Yeah, I think I definitely probably did this one already, but I'm gonna do it again because it's come to my mind again. I was in Applebee's with this bitch. You know who you are. And I noticed that they have this new sort of at your table computer thing set up where you can place your order. Yeah, your order. Your order for your water. But you can place your order at the table. You can pay your bill at the table. And I thought it was so neat and so interesting, because it was like, wow, like now you don't have to worry about getting your order messed up. You know, you're actually putting it in, you know, you're paying for everything. So, you know, it would be great. And I realized it at the time, but it really wasn't until a friend of mine pointed out. Okay, so apparently someone felt that they needed to leave me a message. Yeah, I realized it at the time, but until my girlfriend really pointed it out to me, it is just another example of how we are trying to get out of having to talk to people, having to interact with people. You know, I mean, if you can't see how that is going to lead to wait staff no longer being employed, if you don't see how that is going to lead to the Matrix, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, like, it's like, I think it's so interesting because I do feel that sci-fi themes, I guess, in literature and on the screen, on stage, wherever you come into contact with, you know, sci-fi literature, I do definitely feel like it does, if it's not a precursor, I feel like it at least introduces the idea for someone else to kind of sort of latch on to it, and make it happen. For example, as I said before, probably the last Throwback Thursday that I mentioned this, we had this discussion. For years I've been watching Star Trek. I am a Trekker. And they had tablets on there since 1990 what, maybe 1980 something, who knows, but I mean they've always had tablet capabilities. And now we have tablets, and James Bond even, he had his watch of a million and one different things, and now you can have a computer in a watch format, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it does set the stage for it, and I really feel tragically that that is where we're headed. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how we as organic beings try so hard to be inorganic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I felt it, me coming from Verizon, Bell Atlantic, all of that, you know, um, I saw it, as our work began to decrease, and yeah, I know I've talked about this before because I know I brought up the Chris Cherry comment. But she's like, the way to stay employed, way to stay in this business is to do everything that you possibly can, because if you don't want to do it, or if someone feels that you don't want to do it or you're not doing it correctly, they're going to get a computer to do it. They're going to get a robot. That sounds like that paranoid, person at the screaming out in the park, telling, the end is near, technology is, the end of all. But I mean, it's true, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we're expanding our boundaries, but we're limiting our humanity. Watch that. Kelly Quotable. Quote me on it. Quote me. Quote me. But yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, at Verizon, with the automated systems, it was crazy to me because, everybody used to complain like, oh my God, this person was so rude to me, and which is what it was, you know what I'm saying? People would complain when they do the little surveys and stuff. Oh, talking to this person, they didn't know what they were talking about. They didn't do this, they didn't do that. So big business says, let's standardize it all so that whatever your issue is, you're getting the same response from an automated system. And so that's what's been implemented. And jobs have begun to phase out. I mean, even when I came to work at Verizon, it was great benefits, it was full-time work, it was a job, as my grandmother told me, that you retire from. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put in your 20 years and you retire from it, And, what... I don't like that. I feel like I need to touch on my lipstick or something. It just looks gross. But, it's not that same position, you know what I'm saying? Like, even before I left Verizon, any new recruit was a part-time person because you didn't get benefits, you didn't get vacation time. Well, I think you might have get vacation time. But, it was not the same package. It's not the same Verizon, you know what I'm saying? And that, sadly, is where business is going to, not just with Verizon, but with anywhere. I mean, I was so... coming from that and understanding what the automated system represented, I called my insurance company one day, and, it was an automated system, and, they tried to, which I didn't really get, but, I mean, it clearly was not a live person on the other end, but I think the thing that really irritated me was when they played like a sound like this automated system was typing something into the computer. And I was like, the fuck? That fucking makes me so fucking upset. Like, I know this isn't a real person. I know that no one is actually typing anything into a computer. I know that you're taking my responses and pulling up the information, but don't treat me like that to the extent that you're going to play the sound like, oh, the computer is typing on a computer. Oh. But it's like, you're insulting my intelligence. And like I said, because I understood that it meant the end of representatives, the end of person-to-person communication, it infuriated me. It was like, I'm not going to accept that I'm not going to think that this is a real person here because you play keyboard clink clink sounds, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's just like, we just don't care anymore. We'd much rather even as you look at it, like I would even go to the bank now and the line for the ATM is longer than the line to use a representative, and we don't understand that. We think that, oh, we're simplifying our lives, we're having to deal with less frustration, it takes less time, yada, 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 all these reasons. But really what you're saying to big business is, we don't want to talk to anyone. We don't want you to employ anyone. We don't want you to pay anyone to be here. Just use a computer. Which is interesting because I do also believe that everything does happen for a reason and that there is an evolution here, and that eventually this evolution will lead to new types of jobs, new types of job markets, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully people might be able to do more so things that they want to do, things that make them happy, things that fulfill them, as opposed to filling these corporate jobs. So, in that instance, I am hoping for some, for a positive, because again, this is me, positive, negative, what is it? I'm hoping for, that positive aspect to hopefully be, but I know it will be a long time. And I know that it's really going to hurt for a while because there are people who are very good with customer service, myself being one of them. And those jobs just aren't going to be offered anymore because consumers are saying that they don't want that. They're stating that they would much rather deal with a computer than deal with a human. And yeah, there are some aspects of that are better, more positive, but I mean, you can't be human interaction, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're willing and ready to lay down on that bed and hook yourself up into the matrix and live your life through the computer system. Like, we have to change this. We have to change this, or else I don't know what the fuck we're going to... Well, I do know what we're going to be looking at because who did the Matrix? I want to say M. Night Shyamalan, but I know that's not right. Whomever did the Matrix, he's already shown us what is coming. So, I don't know. So, just think about that, please. Whilst I don't want to live in a world where there's no human interaction, I do understand that technology is going to continue to grow and change, but I just hope that we are examining what we're giving up for those technological benefits. And that's it. And that's it. And that's all. And that's all I'm going to say. So, now to the song. What is the song for the day? I have to hurry up. I'm already at 13 minutes. Today will be the best day of my life. Whoa, the best day of my life. I didn't really like that song, but what you gonna do? I got my joy back. Today I got my peace back. Today I got my heart back. Today, for today. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm sorry. I can't get it. I'm sorry. Moving on. So anyways, thank you for joining me today. Please continue to pray for me as I pray for you. And remember, use somebody today. If you see a human working a job, compliment them, encourage them, tell their supervisor that you're happy that they're there. Please, people, please. I mean, like, it's not going to be good, but, well, let me not say that. It's going to be for our good. But it will not be an easy transition is what I will say. So thanks again for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow. Toodles!